This is C.R.P.H.A, Humanitarian and Citizen Advocate. American people, Trump supporters, and it seems that Biden's getting desperate. Joe Biden is getting desperate. I don't know if you would see it quite yet, but there was a commercial, a Biden commercial. He spent, even though he's going to get indicted, Biden spent the money to make a commercial and paid off some physicians or people trying to mock up like their physicians. One of the two. I'm not going to judge, but the basic fact is that the aspect is that he's getting desperate in trying to sway the American people to vote for him, the socialist dumbass Biden, instead of one that will keep this country free, which is Trump. The basic fact is, Joe Biden, you are a lost cause. You always have been, even before the Obama administration. You were once trusted and well admired, but now you've ruined it for you. Even with the even with the laptop situation with your son Hunter Biden that left it over at the computer repair shop with documentation of your backhanded bullshit and lies. Nobody wants a racist president either, Biden. You're the most racist next to Kamala Harris. So you and Kamala Harris are a perfect fit. And I wouldn't be surprised if you were doing Kamala Harris on the side, man. Even though you're married, and that would be a mortal spiritual sin if you did that shit. And also for Kamala Harris as well. But the basic fact is, I'm not going to go that far, and I'm not going to go demean a person like that. But the basic fact is that I know many people have said that because because both Biden and Kamala are racist little freaks. They're going against everything this flag stands for. They're going against the Constitution, and they think that they can sway the American people to believe their bullshit. And even Kamala said that they're gonna go after the Trump supporters after they try to do in Trump. That's a threat. Nobody deals with threats, Kamala. So Kamala, Biden, you paid off people to look like doctors, to sound like doctors, and or you could have easily paid off physicians, which is a sinful, underhanded action and move. And also, you will be judged for it. You are being judged for it right now, Biden and Kamala. Not by me, but by Heavenly Father Himself. So, Biden, deal with the fucking fact that nobody wants socialism. Deal with the fucking fact that nobody wants a big government. Deal with the fucking fact that nobody, and I do mean nobody, wants to be manipulated by you or the liberal media. Nobody wants to be in a country that fucking has socialism to the points like the Hitler regime, but in the American version. We deserve a lot better than that, Biden. And if you cannot go towards doing the positive and bent into the points of beneficial aspects for the American people, and if you want power, money, and corruption and manipulation towards and against the American people, and who you're not supposed to do what you're not supposed to do as a president, then guess what? You are not the right choice, Biden, and you will never be the right choice. So you better fucking drop out because you're being indicted. And if Kamala Harris puts her 2 cents in, she'll be indicted. Although, in all logic, Biden, Joe Biden, it is more than logical with the fact that she has sided with you through this whole entire campaign of yours. She can be included in the indictment. My father did not fight as a Marine for this country to where it can be completely turned on its head to the point of being turned into a socialist country. My father did not fight as a Marine for the Democratic Party's corruption and manipulation against and to the American people. My father did not fight as a Marine to have my country that I live in and everybody and every one of the American citizens that live in this country to be completely bullshitted and lied to, coerced, and manipulated. And guess what, Biden? If that's all you can bring up is lies, corruption, bullshit after bullshit after bullshit, constant bullshit, phony attacks, even against a person that has every intention to make this country stronger than it's ever been and benefits the American people. And if you can't handle that, Biden, guess what? You can fucking go to another country. Nobody's stopping you. You can leave this fucking country and never return. And that's the same thing with Nancy Pelosi. She can leave this country and never return. Joe Joe Biden, you and Kamala and fucking Nancy Pelosi can leave this country and never return if you don't like this country that much. To the point to where you think you can sway us American people and going by your bullshit into where you can turn this country to a complete aspect of a third world country under the base of socialism. Nobody wants socialism. Yes, there's been still talking about socialized medicine. That's a totally different thing. We don't want a country to be turned on its head to the points of socialism, to the points of corruption, to the points of mental manipulation done to its own people, to where the Democrats get more benefit and more money and more coercion happening, and to where nothing positive happens for this country or the American people under socialism. Guess what, Biden? You are a lost cause. You are fucking so desperate that you think you can sway people by your commercials. Why don't you save your money and get the fuck out of this country, Biden? Bring your family with you and bring Kamala with you if you don't like this country that much. And don't bullshit the American people saying that you love this country when you obviously don't. You only want people to believe that you do so you can fucking manipulate them and lie to them like Obama did to where you can fucking turn this shit around to favor only the Democratic Party and you. And where nobody is benefited, everybody's, and where there's going to be a major um, revolution done by the American people to go against the government, like what's happening in the third world countries from time to time. I would stand by the American people and Donald J. Trump more than I would ever stand by you, Joe Biden. I would not stand by a person that wants socialism. I would not stand by a person that doesn't love this country as I do. I would not stand by a person side by side that wants to completely lie and manipulate our own people in this country. So, Biden, the only option you have is save your fucking money, get your family the fuck out of the U.S. And same thing with you, Kamala. And same thing with you, Chuck Schumer. Same thing with you, Nancy Pelosi, and Gavin Newsom, and Darrell Steinberg, and many of the other constituents within the Democratic Party. We don't want socialism. Get it in your head, you idiots. We don't want corruption and fucking anarchies. This we deserve to have what this flag represents: freedom, the true American way of life, humanity type freedom. So our rights and freedoms all in one, and also with the fact that the Constitution, we deserve to have the Constitution in what our forefathers writ, wrote and put into play to where it would help and benefit the American people to keep the American people separate from government in what was one of many of the things of the reason of the Constitution. And if you can't handle that, guess what, Biden? Guess what, Kamala? Guess what, Schumer, Pelosi? Deal with it. Because for 8 years we had to deal with Obama. For almost 8 years we had to deal with Carter in this country's history. For almost 8 years we had to deal with many other ones outside of JFK that's in the Democratic Party. But yet at the same time, don't do not forget this. The way JFK, John Franklin Kennedy, ran this country, and he supported and benefited the American people, and he made sure it was done. Aside from the wars that we had back then, he would be considered a Republican in this day and age. He would even be turning in his grave if he knew the type of shit that the party that he represented is doing something that is not spiritually positive and not lawfully positive and not constitutionally positive. He'd be turning in his grave right now. You stupid, uncaring little fucks of a Democratic Party, you will be in question heavily in a spiritual sense as well as a constitutional sense as well as a mortal sense. Guess what? Biden, Kamala, Schumer, Pelosi, and Obama and Hillary. The only option you have is deal with what the American people want versus what you want. Because it's not about what you want in politics. It's about what the American people want. It's what we want. We want freedom. We want our rights. We want to be benefited like we're supposed to, and we deserve that. Hell, we more than deserve that. We don't want corruption. We don't want continuous fightings. We don't want division. But you want division. You claim to say that you're not about division. Bull fucking shit. Look what happened to Obama under the Obama administration. Under the Obama administration, it was nothing but division. And on top of that, the Affordable Care Act that you called Biden did cost the country way too much, and it nearly bankrupted this country to the point to where you also just sat pretty, didn't do a damn thing while the fucking economy was tanking. And while Obama was running amok, doing whatever the fuck he felt like doing, and saying you are his little lapdog, you're Nancy Pelosi's lapdog, you're fucking Schumer's lapdog, Biden. You're Satan's lapdog, so is Nancy Pelosi's Satan's lapdog. Schumer's Satan's lapdog. You think you can fucking lie and deceive the American people and get away with it? No fucking way. No fucking way. No, 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 no. Because the more you even attempt it, the more you even put your fucking 2 cents into it, the more you fucking put your right and left foot towards it, you will be forever judged while you're living on this planet. And when you go up into the judgment aspect of near heaven, you will also be sent to the brink of hell and damnation for your wrongful actions and your sinful judgments and statements. And even as you try to have even the media, the liberal media, manipulate the American people in believing your bullshit. Trump is going to win, deal with it, live with it, or get the fuck out of the country. Same thing with you, Nancy Pelosi. Same thing with Schumer. Same thing with Kamala and Hillary and Obama. Live with it or get the fuck out of the U.S. if you hate it that much. Because we deserve positive things happening to and for this country and to and for the American people and our youth. And if you don't want to go towards the spiritual positive, the logical positive, the human rights, the human freedoms and everything, and constitutional thing, and even what this flag represents and stands for and has stood for centuries, then get the fuck out of the country, Biden. Get the fuck out of the country, Pelosi. Get the fuck out of the country, Kamala. Get the fuck out of the country, Hillary and Schumer. Get the fuck out of the country, Obama. Get the fuck out of the country, Gavin. You are not going to prevail. You will not get away with any malicious coercion or anything sinful and satanistic. That's exactly your objective. I know that. And the American people are gradually waking up to it. A number of them that are still misinformed are waking up to it. Those who are not have yet to really do their research. And you know what? I am gonna go over to the polls, and I am gonna go over to vote, but it ain't gonna be for socialism. No fucking way. It'll be for constitutional freedom, what this flag stands for, which is a strong positive thing, and what our troops have fought for since the Revolutionary War and beyond. And if you don't like it, Biden, Kamala, Schumer, Pelosi, Obama, Hillary, live with it. Because you ain't gonna get no fucking cookie or a piece of pie for your efforts. You'll get the opposite after you are indicted, especially. And yes, Nancy Pelosi and Schumer can be indicted just as well. And so can Gavin, and so can every other liberal idiot in the Democratic Party. Hell, even the whole entire Democratic Party can be indicted if it went to that point, and even if they kept on withholding information. That's another part of it though too. Obama has lied to the American people. We already know now that Osama bin Laden is not dead. There was a body double. And in the other part of it is that a certain number of our SEAL team troops were killed in the name of socialism under the Obama administration, and which is a very corrupt move, and very more than way beyond sinister, especially. You don't kill off your own troops, your own people, just to act like it was a big, heinous bullshit thing when it wasn't. Hillary, you will be in hell even as quick as Obama, as quick as Biden, as quick as Kamala Harris, and as quick as Pelosi is. You're the one that wanted that to happen to our SEAL team troops. So guess what, Hillary? You can try to act like you're innocent and the angel. You're not an angel. You never were really in that sense. If you had any thoughts of doing the American people in and lying to the American people, in which you have more than once, even against, even as you campaigned against both Obama and Trump. So, like I said, American people, if you see that commercial with the physicians on it, don't believe that shit because they're just trying to sway you to side with Biden. Mm-mm. Then they're being paid under the table. I can guarantee you that right now. The commercial was paid by the Biden campaign, the Biden Kamala campaign, and those people who are even acting like doctors, even if they are or not really doctors, right? It doesn't really matter in this case. But the basic fact is they're being paid under the table. That's one thing that they won't admit to. Guarantee it on that. So Biden, Kamala, Obama, Hillary, Pelosi, Schumer. If you don't like the fact of the American people getting major strong benefits, positive benefits even for our youth, and for this country as well, all in one, then you can take the fucking 747 and get the fuck out of the U.S. and never come back. Because we will not bow down to socialism. We will not kneel to the to when we show respect to this flag. This flag went through hell during the Revolutionary War, even with 13 stars. This flag went through hell in other wars as well. And you want to fucking act like you're representing what this flag and the Constitution stands for? You're full of shit. The only true people who represent what that flag stands for, what the Constitution stands for, and what this country is fully about and has been established by our forefathers is the American people and our troops and our youth and Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence. Deal with that and live with that. Joe Biden, Kamala, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Gavin Newsom, Obama, or get the fuck out of the U.S. by taking the 747 before or after the election, after the landslide of Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence winning in a landslide. By the way, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Biden, Joe Biden, Kamala, Hillary Clinton, Obama, Gavin Newsom. Have fun going through the indictment. I salute Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence and thank you for your service, and I will vote for you in 2020. And I salute our veterans and our current troops that are in active deployment, and even those who even came home, and those who came home even during the wars in this country's history, and the ones that were not able to come home but who also died for our country. I salute you and I thank you for your service. And also, I salute our fire department and firemen and firewomen, as well as our police officers, both males and females. I thank you for your service as well. This is C.R.P.H.A, humanitarian and citizen advocate. Have a good day. And may Heavenly Father bless the United States of America and the American people and our youth, as well as this flag and the Constitution. And also, may Heavenly Father also bless Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence. Have a good day and please stay safe, ladies and gentlemen.